Hello and welcome to the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast, recorded Friday mid-morning, March 18th, 2022. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton from the Cumulus Broadcast Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Normally we do this just on Mondays, but because of a couple of events, one that is ongoing now and another one that's coming on Monday, we wanted to go ahead and post this today. Not exactly a weather event, but just absolutely, we could not ignore the devastating wildfires west of Fort Worth in Eastland County. There were several wildfires around that area, and the entire town of Carbon, Texas, had to be evacuated. It's believed to be mostly burned out at this point. Ranger, Texas, along I-20, was also burning. As of Friday morning, the Eastland Complex fire was less than 10% contained. This is some raw video from our broadcast partner in Dallas-Fort Worth, WFAA Channel 8. We'll take a look at it just for a little bit. There's about 2 minutes of video here, and you can go to the Channel 8 website and see a lot more as well. This was a combination of factors. The winds Wednesday and Thursday were out of the south, gusting above 35 miles an hour. That's one thing. Also, we're literally just now emerging from the winter season. Things still haven't started to green up yet. And there's an awful lot of dry, what we call winter kill vegetation. Of course, it doesn't hold any moisture when it's dormant. In fact, that's about all there is out there right now. It's just brown, dry, winter kill vegetation. And many of those areas between Abilene and Fort Worth have received less than 2.5 inches of rain since the first of the year. 3 months deep into the year and just barely over 2 inches of rain. So this is wildfire season in Texas. And even with the cold front that came through Thursday night, it came through mostly dry. And on top of that, the northwest winds behind the front have also been gusting to about 35 miles an hour for the last several hours. Very desperate situation on the eastern edge of the big country, and there's really no good chance of rain until Monday, I'm afraid. All right, let's go ahead and check the satellite loop from this morning. You can see some low clouds were following that Pacific front through North Texas this morning, and everything is pretty dry off to the west and into South Texas. Now, the national radar, see, there's the storm system that went through the Midwest and went through North Texas on Thursday night. Did produce a little bit of rain around Dallas-Fort Worth area, even some small hail in North Dallas, but no more than a trace of precipitation. So let's see where we are on today's weather map. We have the rain moving on to the east right now. There'll be some severe weather throughout the Mid-South, really, from Kentucky and Tennessee all the way down to New Orleans, and quite a bit of snow from probably northeastern Kansas up through the Corn Belt up into Wisconsin and into the Great Lakes. Pretty significant precipitation, actually, for the eastern half of the country today. We'll move on to Saturday now. A new storm system moving ashore in the Pacific Northwest, producing a lot of snow in the Cascades and Siskiyous, and even some rain, much-needed rain, in California, while our old system continues to exit to the east. We'll move you into Sunday's weather map now. The storm system moving onshore from the Pacific is picking up a lot of snow, some heavy snow actually, through the Rockies, and trying to produce some rain in West Texas, probably Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. And that may be the first time, really, they're going to be able to get a handle on some of those wildfires. Take you to the North American model right now. This shows the storm system that's coming. See, moving onshore in Oregon actually today, Friday, and then deepening as it digs down even partially into Mexico. Beyond that, it takes on almost a negative tilt. It's going to produce a lot of severe weather in Oklahoma and Kansas, and possibly in east and central Texas as well. That's a pretty significant storm system. That is wound up big time, I'll tell you that. Here's what the weather map is going to look like on Monday. We're going to be getting some big rains in the Midwest, and much-needed rains from eastern Colorado through most of Kansas, a lot of Nebraska, much of West Texas as well, and even New Mexico. And it's a Gulf warm front moving up from the coast, an occluded front actually from the surface low, just west of the Panhandle, in the trailing Pacific front. So this is a pretty significant storm system, and accordingly, there is a risk of severe weather, especially in central and east Texas. This is another rendition of the North American model that's showing, well, the severe weather potential. So it's not actually showing radar, predicted radar, but it is showing the severe weather potential in east and central Texas during the day Monday. We'll see how that. This particular model is timed out to Monday evening about 7 o'clock, but showers and thunderstorms will have been underway long before then. Accordingly, the Storm Prediction Center has placed east and central Texas under at least a 30% risk of severe weather, and that's 4 days out. The severe weather outlooks go out 7 or 8 days, and this started to show up really last Monday. So there's a good deal of certainty among the severe weather forecasters that there's going to be some very strong weather in parts of Texas come Monday. So here's our extended forecast, mostly sunny, windy, and cooler on Friday with a high of 65, gusty northwest winds up to 35 miles per hour. Clear and cold Friday night, lows 40 to 42, 30s Denton to McKinney. On Saturday, a high of 76, beautiful day, Saturday. Sunday will be windy with a high of 79, then rain and thunderstorms are likely on Monday, and they will be ending Tuesday. Thanks again for joining us today on the WBAP 820, 570 KLIF Weather Podcast for March 18th, 2022. We'll talk again Monday. Bye.